Obamacare has been called a job killer, but those jobs that are lost could be because of people who no longer want to work. An analysis by the Congressional Budget Office says the Affordable Health Care law could lead to the loss of 2.3 million full-time jobs by 2021. But the study found that's in large part because people would opt to keep their income low to stay eligible for federal health care subsidies. Others would quit working to be stay-at-home parents. Much has been made about the CBO's analysis, with Republicans touting it as proof the law is bad for the U.S. economy. Obamacare's jobs impact is our topic this half hour in the Roundup, and we want to know what you think. You can share your thoughts on our Facebook page or send me a tweet at Sally Mack, Fox 26. In our newsroom, once again, we have our legal analyst, Chris Tritico, our news analyst, Mustafa Tamiz, and public policy analyst, Jackie Valley. All right, break it down for us.
Well, you know, the president had to be sitting in his office when this report came out and said, what next? What next is going to happen to this law? The Republicans have been saying all along this was a jobs killer, but this is not what the Republicans were talking about. The Republicans were saying that employers would stop employing people, not that people would leave the workforce so they could get free health insurance. And so it's a totally different issue. And the Republicans did an about-face this week when this came out and started talking about this as the basis for the job killing. So we'll talk about that right now, Jackie Valley. That's not what the Republicans have been saying all along. The Republicans said the employers will stop employing people. The same week that this report came out, the jobs numbers came out, and it's below 7% for the first time in I don't know how many years. That is opposite of what the Republicans have been arguing all along.
Because remember, the provision that the employers would have to actually implement, that has been delayed. So we may see another turnover, because we're predicting the numbers, even coming from the president's office, they're saying that there could be even more job losses based on the provisions that have to be implemented in a year or two. So the fact is that unfortunately, what conservatives and what Republicans have been saying, what we've been saying about this horrible bill from day one, is actually coming into fruition. And I say unfortunately because it's the residents, it's the citizens, and it's the economy that's suffering. So good people who wanted to actually participate in this program, they're getting hit all kinds of ways, and now we're seeing employers and employees not benefiting the way that we were told that they were going to benefit.
I've heard for 4 years that this bill was killing the economy and that it was killing jobs. And as I just said, the jobs numbers came out. It's below 7% for the first time in 10 years, I guess, and the economy has continued to grow. When is this argument going to come to fruition?
And healthcare costs for the first year have come down, and they've been on a rise for decades. So a lot the right things are happening, but the right's never going to agree to it. The important thing to realize about this, we all know a number of people around our families, people that we work with, that find that the only reason they're working is to keep their health insurance. And it's going to free up a lot of those positions, so now they don't no longer have to work to keep their health insurance. They may go into business for themselves, they may start new innovation, and then that opens up the workplace for younger workers that are not able to get a position, because a lot of older workers are still hanging on, not because they need the money, not because they need a paycheck, but because they want to keep their insurance. So I think this is going to be a very positive move in the long term.
If 2 million people leave the workforce, this is a projection, but if 2 million people leave the workforce by 2021 just so they can get free health insurance, is that a reason for us to start looking at modification of this law?
Well, I don't think that they're leaving the workforce to get free health care. They're leaving the workforce so they can get affordable health care. Because most of these people, a lot of them will end up starting their own business, and they can actually purchase health insurance for the first time because they weren't able to do it because they had a pre-existing condition before. So this allows them to do that. And when they do it, you're going to see a lot of younger workers be able to enter the workforce, and it'll regenerate the economy. The unemployment rate is significantly lower than President Obama had first come into office, and you're going to see that get better and get better for younger voters.
Go ahead.
And of course, that's a spin that the liberals will want you to think, that, you know, this is something that people are doing by choice. This is something that they want to do. That's exactly what the president has said. And this is actually something that they're doing because of overtaxation and costs that are coming to them that they did not expect.
I don't know if it's overtaxation, but the cost is higher than they expected, I think.
Correct.
But Mustafa said leaving the workforce to start their own company. That's not what the CBO was talking about.
Well, one of the examples that President Obama or a spokesperson for the president said, well, this will give a lot of people opportunity to spend more time with your family, and then one person did say to start your own business, because they have to say something.
But that wasn't what the CBO was addressing.
It's over 2 million people.
Look, the CBO came back and they, you know, they put out a study like anything else, but the right just attacked it very significantly. So went back to correct their statements, because we have to be very clear on the language. The reality is there are a lot of people in the workplace, and the only reason they're in the workplace is to keep their health insurance.
And we're almost out of
this
time,
allows
but the
them to do that.
CBO also said that the cost would significantly decrease by 2021, did they not?
They're saying they hope so, but then they're also saying with the 2.5 million people that are going to lose their jobs.
All right, we're going to have to leave it right there. I wish we could stay a little longer on this, but I have a feeling we'll be back to it again, Sally.
Yes, yes. We always are talking about the Affordable Care Act here on a Sunday Morning News. So thanks so much. We appreciate it, guys.